Best mathematical proof of God with the identity of God, take 2. All letters has a numerical value in ancient alphabets, as letters was used as numbers. Here is the Hebrew alphabet with its 3 Gematria systems. These Gematria systems are called standard, ordinal and reduced. The blue colored numbers is the standard system, the orange colored numbers is the ordinal system, and the green colored numbers is the reduced system. The reduced system is the same as the standard system, only with zeros removed. Here is the Greek alphabet using these 3 Gematria systems. Notice that since some Greek letters went out of date, they are removed from the alphabet. Thus, we see that 6 misses and 90 misses. But if you use the I can't say that, but if you use the old version of the alphabet, it will have those letters. And here I just show you an example of reverse Gematria systems using reverse standard system, where the first letter has the value of the last letter and the last letter has the value of the first letter. In fact, we can reverse all these 3 Gematria systems, standard, ordinal and reduced. Full Gematria systems are the values of letters fully spelled out. You only find this concept in Hebrew and Greek. Alpha is fully spelled out as alpha. The full standard value of alpha is then 1 alpha plus 30 lambda plus 500 phi plus 1 alpha equals 532. Here we see Hebrew Genesis 1:1 with its 7 words that equals 37 times 73. That is also equals to hexagonal number 37 equals triangle number 73. Notice that it has mirrored prime factors, which is 37 and 73. And here we have Greek John 1:1. Or Greek John 1:1. It also has mirrored factors, as it's 39 times 93. And the special thing with these 2 verses is that they are the first verses of the only books that start with in the beginning. So in the beginning is the important feature and the mirrors. Alpha, the first Greek letter is alpha, and it is represented by the fine structure constant. The fine structure constant is 1 divided by 137.035999206 equals 0.00729 73 52 and 56. Verse number 137 of the Bible is the only verse that out of 31,102 verses that mentions numbers 770 and 7. The center words added of verse number 729, which is alpha, equals 770 and 7. Probability of verse number 137 having the only mention of 770 and 7, and the center words of verse number 729 being 770 and 7, is known when we see that there are 18 verses in the Hebrew and Greek texts of the Bible that has center word being 770 and 7. The probability of this is then 31,102 divided by 18 times 31,102 equals 1 out of 53 million. We also see that if we write 137 in Greek, we see that equals 770 and 7 in Hebrew. Both in standard system. This is also equals to 1000 plus square number 25 pi in Greek ordinal equals pi in English ordinal. And here we see verse number 729 with the center words highlighted, that equals 770 and 7. Now let's take a look at polygons, and the two first polygons we have to know about is rectangles and triangles. Rectangles has 2 sides and triangles has 3 sides. This is the formula for triangular numbers. This is square numbers with its formula. This is polygonal numbers. No, I mean pentagonal numbers. This is hexagonal numbers. This is heptagonal numbers. This is octagonal or octagonal numbers. So to be clear, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides, 7 sides, 8 sides. Now let's take a look at polygrams, because we just looked at polygons. A hexagram has 6 sides, 6 lines and 6 points. A heptagram has 7 sides, 7 lines and 7 points. An octagram has 8 sides, 8 lines and 8 points. Here we see heptagram, octagrams, nonograms and decagrams. Hexagrams is the same as heptagrams, only with 6 sides or 6 points. So you can imagine how they will look. We call them star numbers, the hexagrams. An 11-sided polygon at the order of 37 is written as 11 gonal 37. An 11-sided polygram at the order of 37 is written as 11 gram 37. Reduced value of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 is equals to 325 equals triangle number 25. Ordinal value of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 equals 903 equals triangle number 42. Standard values of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 equals 6,328, that is equals to triangle number 112. In the beginning in English ordinal equals inverse alpha, or you can say 3 digits of inverse alpha. In the beginning in Hebrew equals happy number inverse alpha in English ordinal. In the beginning in Greek equals perimeter of hexagon number inverse alpha. And a perimeter is the outer layer of the hexagon, the final outer layer. So that's all. We see 130 equals 10 times prime number 7, which is equals to prime number 2 times prime number 4 times prime number 7, and 2 times 4 times 7 equals rectangle number 7. 1 is the first prime always when I do codes. 37 equals prime factor of Genesis 1:1 equals inverse in Greek reduced equals prime number 13 alpha in Hebrew reduced. 39 is equals to factor of John 1:1 equals inverse in Hebrew ordinal equals alpha in full reduced, Greek full reduced. Standard values added of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 is equals to triangle number 112 alpha in Hebrew standard. When you don't see the parentheses with a standard, with a Gematria system, it's the standard. 5 digits of inverse alpha in Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1. When we merge the values into one number or write the different values into one number and divide from the standard value downwards, we get 0.00371103, that is equals to anagram of the 5 digits of inverse alpha. And I have to say, and I forgot to say this, alpha is the most important constant of the constants of physics, because it governs or decides the electromagnetic strength between two charged particles, like two electrons or a proton and an electron. Square root of total values added divided by square root of center words added of these two verses equals 3.7130, which is anagram of the 5 digits of alpha. But this is, you see, the reason I mark this is in orange and blue is because 316 is the center word of verse number 777, and 613 is the mirror of 316. The total values of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 merged, or written as one number and squared, is equals to 5 digits of alpha, is equals to 21 gram 37 with mirrored first digits. So, just to be clear, 27,973 equals 21 gram 37. 777 is 21 times 37. So this stands for 777. And yeah, since it is 27 that is mirrored here, or 72, we see that 27 is equals to riddles in either ordinal or standard, and its mirror 72 is equals to riddles in reduced, ordinal and standard. Ultra calculation, denoted by UC, is number of letters times product of letters divided by number of words times product of words. 5 digits of E in the UC in the ultra calculation of Greek John 1:1, when the 5th digit of E is rounded up. So to be clear, you see 5 digits of E, or 7 digits of E is seen here, and you see you have to round up the 5th digit in E of E in John 1:1 to kind of get 5 digits of it. But we see 5 digits of pi in the ultra calculation of Hebrew Genesis 1:1. So this is 5 digits of pi, and that's a clue. That's a clue that Genesis 1:1 is a bit more important than John 1:1. 5 digits of phi, the golden ratio, is found in the ultra calculation of 770 and 7. In the Hebrew spelling of 770 and 7. And E here, just to be clear, is the natural logarithm. So you see E, pi and phi here, found to kind of 5 digits. And you see the 7 digits of E, or the 7 digits of the ultra calculation in John 1:1 is equals to E merged with reward. And the 7 digits of the ultra calculation of Genesis 1:1 is pi merged with 1554, which is 770 and 7 plus its mirror. 2226 is equals to 37 gunal 7 plus 37 gunal 7 plus 37 gunal 7. And 37 is a code number for 770 and 7. And you see this number here in the ultra calculation of 770 and 7. And the next numbers becomes in the beginning in Greek ordinal plus standard with extended digit. And the next digit after this is in fact ordinal Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 merged with reduced Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1. That is absolutely insane. And that is again is equals to heptagram number 37 with 0 removed, and 37 is inverse alpha. I mean, this is insane, right? And the numbers after this again, still in the ultra calculation of 770 and 7, is equals to square number codes of God in English ordinal. So now let's look at verse number 137 that has the only spelling of 770 and 7 in the Bible. Here we see the Hebrew version of this verse, and we see the spelling of 770 and 7 is marked in yellow. So this is years, and that is because this verse is thousands of years, and it's a long time ago, and they didn't use grammatics exactly like we would do today. Okay, so this is 7 and 70 years and 700. So yeah, you can see this is quite old in the grammatical structure. Anyways, 770 and 7 equals 21 times 37, and 2137 written as a number equals 2000 plus inverse alpha. Value of verse number 137 equals 3022. That is equals to 4 digits of triangle number 770 and 7. This is the reverse reduced value of verse number 4220 and 20 equals anagram of the 4 digits of heptagram number 770 and 7. And the big clue here is triangle 3 sides, heptagram 7 sides. In fact, heptagram is more linked to 770 and 7, but here it is the fact that it has 7 sides, so you get 3 7 in the number of sides. 7 triangles are encoded in this verse. Orders added of these is 4, 15, 21, 27, 28, 50, 66 equals 7 plus 7 plus 7 with an extended digit equals to factor of the 4 digits of heptagram number 770 and 7. And you can see these 7 triangles on my website in chapter 3. If you go to the section of verse number 137, you can see how they are found. Verse number 137 has the third occurrence of 7. 777 again. Words by rotation, that is by rotation by the number of words when you count in cycles of this verse, from order 21 to 37 is equals to 800 plus 770 and 7 in Hebrew Standard. So if you add these 4 words in yellow, you get 1625. 770, because it's 770 and 7 equals 2000 plus 16 gunal 25. Yeah, with an extended digit added. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is how the codes of God work. You can do this. So if you think I'm playing here, well, I can guarantee you 100% that I'm not playing anything. Never. Words added ordered at 2, 5 and 10 equals 770 and 7. 2510 equals reverse standard value of 770 and 7, of verse number 770 and 7. This again is equals to 10 times prime number 55, and 55 is triangle number 3 plus 7, equals heptagon number 5, that is 5 is Pythagorean prime order of 37. And 37 is a code number for 770 and 7 again. So letters added from order 3 to 7 is equals to 75, 777 in English reverse reduced. Words added from order 3 to 7 is 770 and 7 in starter 37 system. Word number 3 is equals to 777 in English reduced. Word number 7 is equals to riddles in English reduced with an extended digit. Words from order 3 to the last word is equals to heptagram number 7 plus 7 plus 7. Words up to order equals exterior star number 7 plus 7 plus 7. An exterior star is the outer triangles of that star. Same with an exterior heptagram. It's the outer the 7 outer triangles of the heptagram. Total value plus words added ordered at 6, 7, 3 and 7 is equals to 4 digits of heptagram number 770 and 7. Total value plus 3 first and last letters plus 7 center letters is equals to 4,265, and you can see you get this number when you, with extended digits and 0 removed, when you write down heptagram number 770 and 7. Ultra calculation of ordinal verse number 21 and divided by ultra calculation of ordinal verse number 37. And 21 times 37 is 770 and 7 is equals to 3 digits of E. And you can see here in the ultra calculation that this is the number of letters. This is the value of the first letter, this is the value of the next letter, this is the value of the third letter. The letters is colored in orange. And here in the blue colored numbers, I meant numbers, not letters, but I mix between that, so you should maybe get used to that. You see in the blue colored numbers in the ultra calculation that 30 is the number of words. And this is the value of the first word, and this is the value of the next word. No, I messed it up. Yeah, I freaking messed it up. So basically, the orange colored letter here is verse number 21, and the blue colored numbers here is verse number 37. I would usually do it another way, but there was so much work with this video. Yeah. I think I missed. Yeah, I messed up the calculation here, but the fact, the words here are true, okay? Ultra calculation of standard verse number 21 divided by ultra calculation of standard is in fact 3 digits of pi, but I messed up the calculation, I can see that here. But the fact is true, okay? So if you convert all these numbers that are ordinal into standard, you will get 3 digits of pi. Here is verse number 21. Here is verse number 37. The probability of hitting the first digits of a constant is 1 out of 9, as it can only be digits from 1 to 9. The probability of hitting any digits after the first is 1 out of 10, because it can be any digit from 0 to 10. No, 0 to 9. Probabilities of the ultra calculations of Genesis 1:1, John 1:1, and the Hebrew spelling of 770 and 7 having 5 digits of E, pi, and phi is 9 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 9 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 9 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 equals 1 out of 729 trillion. Probabilities of E and pi being found in the ultra calculations of verse number 21 and 37 in both ordinal and standard, as we have seen, is equals to 9 times 10 times 10 times 9 times 10 times 10 equals 1 out of 810,000. Sum probabilities is then 729 trillion times 810,000 equals 1 out of 590 quintillion, because I think this is quintillion, trillion, billion, trillion, quintillion. 1 out of 590 quintillion. The fifth digit of E in John 1:1 is rounded up, so the 100% correct probability is 72.9 trillion times 810,000 equals 1 out of 59 quintillion. A discovery in physics is valid when it is proven down to an accuracy of 1 out of 3.5 million. Now let's look at some Jesus connections also. 888 is the Greek spelling of Jesus, is the value of the Greek spelling Jesus, and the New Testament is written originally in Greek, so you find the name of Jesus originally in Greek in the New Testament. 888 is 8 with an extended digit, and 8 is the reduced value of the Greek letter pi. 888 is equals to 24 times 37, and 2437 written as a number is 2000 plus centoword of verse number 314. It is also always in the Hebrew and Greek text when I do verse codes. So centoword of verse number 314 here is in the Hebrew text. Jesus is mentioned 503 times in the Greek New Testament. 503 is 20 and 21 in Greek full ordinal, equals Torah with 0 removed, equals prime number codes in English reverse reduced. 888 is first found in Matthew 1:16. 116 is centoword of verse number 37 times 73 is equals to centoword of verse number 888 is and plus centoword of the only verse that has a total value of 888 equals centoword of verse number 1188, that is 7 centiwords of verse number 888. Ultra calculation of 30 and 7, because 37 is a prime factor of 666, 777 and 888. It is also connected to inverse alpha in Gematria. Ultra calculation of 30 and 7 in Hebrew is equals to 3 digits of pi, followed by 137 plus its mirror, followed by well, I'm not sure, whatever. Reverse standard ultra calculation of 888 in Hebrew is equals to 3 digits of pi, followed by 24, 8 plus 8 plus 8, followed by 729 alpha, followed by 548, which is 4 times inverse alpha, followed by the 618th gunal at the order of 6. 618 is 3 digits of phi. And you can read this essentially as 314, 777 in English ordinal, and then 8 plus 8 plus 8, and then alpha. All probabilities of the ultra calculation starting with E, pi, and phi is equals to 1 out of 478 septillion. That is a number that is 27 digits. 27 is riddles, and we see 478 is happy number of wisdom. This word is actually wisdom in Hebrew, but you can translate it as of wisdom also, because it's Hebrew. E is the 5th letter of the English alphabet, and E and 5 is the value of the in Hebrew. Pi is the 16th letter of the Greek alphabet. 16 is the value of seal in Hebrew reduced. Phi is the 21st letter of the Greek alphabet. And we see that 21 is equals to off in English ordinal, is also equals to prime order of God in English standard, equals 7 plus 7 plus 7. So we see we get the seal of God, 7 plus 7 plus 7. In the letters that represents the constant that we find 5 digits of in Genesis 1:1, John 1:1, and 770 and 7. Center words added of verses ordered at 5, 16 and 21 equals 777 in Greek standard. Pi, the constant pi, is equals to 3.14. This is approximately, or you could say this is equals to 3 plus a 7th part of 1. 7. 777 in English ordinal is 3 digits of pi. Total value of verse number 770 and 7 in the Hebrew text equals 2000 plus 314, that is pi. Word number 137 by rotation when counting in cycles by the number of words in this verse, in verse number 770 and 7, is equals to 314. Ultra calculation of the 3 first words divided by the ultra calculation of the 7 first words in reverse standard, verse number 770 and 7, is equals to 0.0000314. And here we see verse number 770 and 7 with word number 137 by rotation marked in yellow. Pythagorean prime number 15, the in English reduced, is equals to 100 plus seal in English ordinal is equals to 137 of God in English standard. 770 and 7 is equals to the seal in English standard plus center word of verse number 137 of God in English standard. So to be 110% clear, 770 and 7 is the seal of God. Ultra calculation of verse number 5363, that is equals to happy number high energy alpha, because high energy alpha is 1 divided by 127. And you see a lot more connections, equals to 5 digits of inverse alpha. Probability of this is 1 out of 90,000. Yeah, and I show you a high energy inverse alpha here. Ultra calculation of verse number 10,000 plus alpha is equals to, because there's always some more connections, but I'm not going to read them. It gets tedious. Because the important is alpha here. Is equals to 5 digits of inverse alpha. Probabilities of this added is 1 out of 8.1 trillion. And I won't say the probabilities, because this is just going to be really high, and it's going to be tedious to say that. So, ultra calculation of full ordinal verse number 2932 with an extended digit, and 2932 is alpha e p plus phi, equals to 5 digits of alpha. Ultra calculation of John 1:1 is 4 digits of e. Ultra calculation of Genesis 1:1 is 5 digits of pi. Ultra calculation of verse number 9000 plus triangle 37 is equals to 5 digits of pi. Ultra calculation of ordinal verse number 21 divided by ultra calculation of ordinal verse number 37 is 3 digits of pi. And when we do this in standard instead, we get 3 digits of pi, well, this was 3 digits of E, and this is 3 digits of pi, okay? You see, it's so much that I get mixed up in my head with all this. Ultra calculation of 770 and 7 is 5 digits of phi, as we know. And you can say if we round up the digits, because it's 1618022, and 7 digits is 1618033. So you can say that this is actually 7 digits of phi when we round up the 6th and 7th digit. So there is no ultra calculation more incredible than the 5 digits of phi in 770 and 7. You can't beat it, or at least I have never seen anything that can beat it because of that fact. Ultra calculation of 37 in standard is 3 digits of pi. Ultra calculation of 888 in reverse standard is 3 digits of pi. Ultra calculation of verse number knowledge and wisdom. So to be clear, this is knowledge in reverse reduced, reverse ordinal, reverse standard. This is wisdom in full reduced, full ordinal, full standard. Equals 5 digits of pi, and you see the probability sum is starting to get really ridiculous. Ultra calculation of reduced verse number perimeter of triangle in the beginning equals 5000 plus 130 and 7 is 5 digits of mass of proton divided by mass of electron. And here comes a really good one. Ultra calculation of reduced John 1,1 divided by ultra calculation of ordinal John 1,1 divided by ultra calculation of standard verse number 770 and 7 equals 4 digits of alpha. That's special. Remember, you only get 4 digits of E in John 1,1. So you can't look down on this connection. This is an incredible connection. Make no doubt about it. Or code. Ultra calculation of standard verse number triangle the heart divided by ultra calculation of ordinal verse number triangle of wisdom. And the heart of wisdom is alpha, the fine structure constant. It took many years before we understood that. I was the one who figured it out, and at first I thought the heart of wisdom was 770 and 7, but I was dead wrong. Like the first guy who found the phrase the heart of wisdom. That was Richard Emil McCoe, and he didn't have a clue what it meant either. So we both were wrong first. This ultra calculation is 3 digits of inverse alpha with an extended digit. Ultra calculation of the heart divided by, or ultra calculation of standard verse number the heart divided by ultra calculation of ordinal verse number of wisdom is equals to 3 digits of pi. Now the reason it ends with 2 sevens there is that if you write it as a number, you could say that this is 600 plus 770 and 7, and 6 is the value of and in Hebrew, so it would be 100 times 6 and plus 770 and 7, this number. This, and same with this, you write it as a number and you take plus. You say that this is 26,600 plus 770 and 7. I don't know. I haven't totally woke up, so my head isn't really good in calculating things right now. It takes 2 hours before I get good. 2-3 hours after I wake up before my head can do calculations. Ultra calculation of standard verse number 37 divided by ultra calculation of ordinal verse number triangle 73 is 3 digits of pi with 0 removed. Ultra calculation of reverse ordinal verse number 37 divided by ultra calculation of reverse ordinal verse number 42 knowledge equals 3 digits of pi. And yeah, I think you can understand the rest here. I don't have to say what this means. This is Hebrew ordinal, this is Hebrew standard. Well, this is a good one, so I can tell you about that. Actually, all of this is good. So ultra calculation of triangle number 7 divided by ultra calculation of triangle number 30 and 7 divided by ultra calculation of triangle number 70 and 3 is 3 digits of inverse alpha. Yeah, and the reason it's 7, 37 and 73 is, well, you will see it here, because the number of words in Genesis 1:1 is equals to triangle number 7. Two last words of Genesis 1:1 is equals to triangle number 37. And the total value of Genesis 1:1 is equals to triangle number 73. 7 plus 37 plus 73 is 777 in Hebrew ordinal equals 770 and 7 in English reduced equals the seal of God in English ordinal. I'm starting to get dry in my mouth. I have to take some water. Reverse standard ultra calculation of triangle number 70 and 3 divided by ordinal. Reverse ordinal ultra calculation of triangle number 37 divided by reverse reduced ultra calculation of triangle number 7 is 5 digits of pi with mirrored last digits. Ultra calculation of ordinal verse number 1329 and with extended digit, that is 13,229. That is equals to Pythagorean prime number 770 and 7. And a Pythagorean prime is, well, you can Google it. If it's anything of mathematics you don't know here, like lucky numbers, Pythagorean prime numbers, happy numbers, you can Google it. Yeah, and we see the ultra calculation of standard verse number 6,933. That is equals to Pythagorean primes of the order 37. Is 3 digits of E. Take a look at that for just a couple of seconds. Now we go on, and I'm not gonna. Yeah, well, I'm gonna read this. Ultra calculation of the 37 first letters of the Hebrew text is 3 digits of inverse alpha followed by in the beginning in the English standard. And when you write in the beginning in the English ordinal, you get 137. So that's why it's so special. Ultra calculation of the 3,432 words, first words of the Bible, and 34,032 is triangle number 7 plus triangle number 37 plus triangle number 73. And we see we get 3 digits of inverse alpha here. At this point, I'm getting really tired of talking, so you have to read this. Just read it. I want a break from talking. So this is just 3 digits, just as you know, but it's how God does his codes, he makes it 7 digits, but it doesn't count as 7 digits when you do the probabilities, right? Yeah, this one I have to talk here because this is really amazing. Ultra calculation of neutron divided by ultra calculation of proton divided by ultra calculation of electron when written in Hebrew in standard equals total value of verse number 1 alpha, right? Genesis 1:1. But here it is verse number, we write it as verse number 1 alpha. In reverse standard, the ultra calculation becomes 3 digits of inverse alpha. In full standard, the ultra calculation becomes 4 digits of inverse alpha. Now, maybe I was wrong to connect it to total value of verse number 1 alpha. Maybe it should just be 37 times 73 because 37 is inverse alpha. However you look it. So I think I did a mistake there. But, you know, it's either or here. So you can think yourself to it. Yeah, this one also is good. If you go ultra calculation of full standard Isaiah 46:9 equals blasted. No. Forget it. You could read it. Because here is some really incredible stuff. Ultra calculation of verse number 137 is equals to 4 digits of pi times pi, followed by 4 digits of alpha times alpha. That is insane. That is so wild that I have never seen anything like it. It's so insane, it's so incredible that if you are gonna ask me that, Alex, which verse has the most incredible ultra calculation? Well, I will have to answer you verse number 137, just because of that, and the fact that you find the spelling of 770 and 7 there. And we see that the ultra calculation of inverse in standard divided by ultra calculation of alpha in reverse standard gives us alpha. Can you believe it? It's freaking magical. Sum probabilities of all this will become 138 digits, which is 1 plus 137. Probabilities when using only verses with the ultra calculation in standard, because when we use different systems, it can be debatable if we can do the probabilities like that. So I'm just doing it in standard here, so you can't say anything really. And we get a result that is we get a probability that is 59 digits. Do you understand how insane that is? I don't think you do. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the grand finale, right? As you can see, because it starts on inverse alpha and then goes to alpha. So up here we get 3 digits of inverse alpha, ultra calculation of 37 Hebrew ordinal divided by ultra calculation of 770 and 7 in Hebrew standard. 3 digits of alpha. If that doesn't blow your mind, then nothing will, I'm sorry. You're probably a zombie or something. Anyways. VS is verse number, right? So the core probability only considering Genesis 1:1, John 1:1, verse number 21, verse number 37, verse number 137, 30 and 7 and 770 and 7 is 900 times 9,000 times 9,000 times 90,000 times 90,000 times 9,000 times 9,000 times 900 times 900 times 900 equals 1 out of a number that is 38 digits. 37 is a code number for 770 and 7. 38 is a code number for 888. And now we come to the mysterious part of this, okay? Because if you've paid attention, you never see 5 digits of alpha in the important places there, like Genesis 1:1, 770 and 7, right? You just get 3 digits of it. You know, you're just flirting with the real deal. So here comes the real deal. If you want the real deal when it comes to inverse alpha, you have to go to verse number 770 and 7. And the ultra calculation of verse number 770 and 7 in Hebrew is this number. Now only look at the 6 first digits of this number. Only. We see the 6 first digits of this number is an anagram of the 7 digits of inverse alpha when 0 is removed. And the next numbers after these 6 digits is the speed of light in Hebrew standard. Ultra calculation of reverse standard verse number 770 and 7 is 99351. 9351, because you're using extended digits there, is equals to 4,000 plus total value of verse number 454 plus total value of 3,313. And we see that the first digits that you can divide to get 7 digits of inverse alpha is these 2 numbers. I mean, just look at that. That is so insane that you can forget the movie Matrix and now start to look at this as the new Matrix, because this is the Matrix, okay? This is the real Matrix. Anyways, 454 equals palindrome number 55 equals, and 55 is triangle number 3 plus 7. That is equals to heptagon number Pythagorean prime number 37, right? 3,313 is the center of gravity in triangle number 37 with an extended digit. And to find this center of gravity in triangle number 37, you have to count from the top as count to 1, okay, and downwards. So this is also equals to total value of verse number 3,501, and now 3,509, and 3,509 is words added up to the center word of verse number 7 digits of inverse alpha by rotation. Because the Bible only has 31,102 verses, but when we count by rotation by the number of verses, you can get to verse number 7 digits of alpha. First and last words added of this verse is 3 digits of alpha. I mean, not this verse, of verse number 3,313. 450, I've told you that. Total value of verses ordered at 21, 37, and 770 and 7 is equals to mirror of 3 digits of alpha with an extended digit. So you can actually say that this is 8,500 plus 770 and 7. Alpha and 770 and 7 is the clue. Again, ultra calculation of verse number 21 divided by ultra calculation of verse number 37 divided by ultra calculation of verse number 770 and 7 is 7 digits. That is 3 digits of, or I mean, this is 3 digits of alpha when using a number that is 7 digits, when you remove the zeros and use the extended digit. Total value of verse number 21 is 2 times 13 times 89. And this written as a number, 21389, equals 73 times 293. And 73293 has the 4 unique digits that form the 5 digits of alpha, 7293. Because the 5 digits of alpha is 72973, right? 317 that you see in the first digits of the ultra calculation of verse number 777 is the ordinal plus standard value of word number triangle number 777 of the Bible. This word is found in Zechariah. This word is this word, and it is found in Zechariah 4:8. And we see this is triangle number 777, and we see that when we add these two, the 3 first digits and the 3 next digits of the ultra calculation of 777, that is an anagram of the 7 digits of inverse alpha, we get the center words added, or the center word of the 777 hologram. And I will get to what the 777 holograph is, okay? The first verse with the standard ultra calculation starting with 302, 3 first digits of triangle number 777, is ordered at 317, which is prime number 67 codes off in English ordinal. And the first verse with a standard ultra calculation starting with 253 is ordered at 395. That is an anagram of prime number 73 wisdom. So you get 777 codes of wisdom here, okay? The 777 holograph is verse number 777 integrated with the only verse that has a standard value of 777 in the Hebrew text. In fact, there is only one verse in the Hebrew text that has a total value of 666. There is only one verse that has a total value of 777, and there is only one verse that has a total value of 888 in the Hebrew text. So Genesis 28:3 is verse number 777, and we see it here with the sucky font called Arial. Lamentations 3:52 is the only verse with a standard value of 777, and we see this verse here again with the Arial font. Total value of the 777 holograph is 3091. 3000, and that is equals to 3000 plus star number 13, that is also equals to hexagon number 7, inverse alpha. This is equals to 11 and times alpha e p phi in English standard. This is equals to 281 times 11, and this written as a number is prime number inverse alpha plus e plus p plus phi. Welcome to the matrix. Reverse standard values of Genesis 1:1 and John 1:1 is equals to 11,079. That is equals to happy order of 5 digits of inverse, 5 digits of alpha, e, pi, and pi added, and 74,849 is equals to prime number 11 times prime number 11 times prime number 25, and 11 times 11 times 25 is equals to total value of verse number 5 digits of inverse alpha. I mean, this is lunacy, right? So in the beginning in Hebrew standard plus in the beginning plus in Greek standard is equals to 7 times in the beginning in English reverse ordinal is equals to center word added of verses ordered at 729 alpha, 271 e, 314 pi, and 1618 phi equals antidecaflake 7 equals to 1000 plus center word of verse number 37 plus center word of verse number 73. Now, antidecaflake, you have to go to my website and check the math tools page and download the program there to see what that is. That is high level mathematics that I'm not going to explain, but it is a thing. That is the most important thing. That is a thing. It's real. It's there. And I've showed you this with Genesis and 2 Timothy 3:16 and 316 is the center word of verse number 770 and 7. Reads, all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. By Alexander Markussen, 777codes.com. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry for getting tired of speaking. This video was a bit too much for me. I'm not used to speaking English, but I hope you found this interesting. And if you found this interesting, then please like and subscribe on the video and share it, because this is mathematical proof of God, either you like it or not. Have a nice day.